What will Drytrons look like later on in the year? Well, you're about to find out. This is actually kind of a funny feature match, along with, well, an awesome deck profile for you. Make sure you guys smash the everything crap out that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So we actually have a hilarious feature match for you guys here, and then we'll cover the deck profile for this afterwards. So this is going to be Megalith Drytron, featuring Diviner of the Herald. Meanwhile, our opponent up here opened up pretty well. That's really, really cute. Alright, so we're going to tribute off and we're going to start combo here. Hey, look at this. We get a free Ben 10. Good thing this card's limited to 1. Alright. Alright. Gamma's going to rotate on out. We're going to get crowed. Well, that just feels real bad. Alright, so our opponent draws the Ram for turn here. We're going to go ahead, we're going to tanky on up here. We're going to grab Mr. Throwblade. We're going to Throwblade. We're going to ditch our Ram to draw another Ram. That feels real bad. Story of my life, actually, when it comes to these things. Alright, we're going to go ahead and make Borbo. We're going to swing on in for some damage, which is fine. Start the overlay party. So we have 3 pops on this Zeus, effectively. We're going to set the Scarlet and the Higuero. We're going to pass it on over to our opponent here. Hey, look! We drew pay 4,000, attempt to win the game. Now, pay half of our life points here. Go down to a little bit too much there, but he's correcting it. Alright, go down to 3150. Alright, send Anintis. You see how good that was? Free pop on the Anintis. We automatically took care of the Zeus. For free. We're going to grab Aldababa here. Scarlet on into the Higuero. Man, it must be nice to have this much interruption here. Now we're going to grab the Diviner. Alright, so our normal summon's finally being put to use here. Alright, send the Herald, drop the full time. Time to declare. Grab Metanas, and then it's ritual time. Hey, look, it's the Fool. And we get our Ben 10 back. So we just got out this field, which should be no problem. And then deal with a follow-up Zeus on the next turn. Alright, full rotate. Grab us an Ava now. We're going to make the Beatrice here. Keep in mind this was a level 6 off of what it dumped here. Alright, drop our next friend. Bethor time. Look at all of our recursion. We're just going to stare at this Golden Lord and not really care. I mean, that's very fair. Hey, look, we got to make our own Zeus now. 800 IQ pop inbound. Alright, rotate on up into the link. Hey, look, it's another Borbo. So this Zeus is just going to probably rotate off this entire field. Yep. Bye, field. We were trying to come back there. I see how it is. Set up our Conch and our Old Elixir. Sure. I guess we'll just sit over here on our Zeus and wave at our opponent and go, what are you going to do? We do Droplet for turn. I wish I was this skilled. Alright, here we go. Field spell. And we're going to pop here. Well, that's going to be really rough. Alright, so up comes the Golden Lord. We get the pop. Sure. Alright, time to do ritual things again. Man, we're actually playing 2 Metanas here for this replay. What a mad lad. Ben 10 on up. Look at all my recursion go. Free rituals. Time to drop off Herald and grab Ultimateness. We should be starting to win this game here. Hauk on into the Gamma. On into the Marshal. Recur back up. Make the Boral Sword as we drop the Perfection. And we're just going to steamroll our opponent here. Like, this feels real bad, actually. Alright, goodbye, field. I knew you well. Gain attack. Chugga, OTK Central. Boom. 4250. It's fine. He gets one more turn. Nothing like rotating my Herald to defense mode to protect. Nice. Don't mind if I negate that. No, we're just going to let it go. No scraps given. Down comes the Whiptail Poppity. Ava to grab us an orange and another Diviner. GG's. You win. I don't want to play. I love this replay because, like, this field is, like, awesome. You see the recursion. The man over here playing the other tier 1 deck in the room, just, you win. I don't want to play. Oh, man. All right, we're going to pass it on over to the deck profile, because I think this is a pretty interesting representation of what you can see this deck actually do. All right, so this is the Megalith build, and I think a lot of people might be looking at this going, well, there's some lings we don't like. Like, really? 2 Matanas? It kind of gets tricky when, like, people are going to try to play DD Crow and mess you up. I didn't say Crow was good, but that's to the extremes in which people will actually play the game. It's actually kind of hilarious. So, with Diviner on the horizon here, on normal or special summon, you can spend 1 fairy monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard, and if you increase this card's level by the level of the sent monster. As you saw, we can also use this as a level 6 to make Beatrice! Yay! And then, you know, get additional dumps. I mean, see it this way. The more options and the more resources that your deck can actually possibly generate and plow through the opponent, it's good. Alright, so triple copies of Diviner, of course. Now, we're playing triple copies of Mr. Thuban. We have 1 copy of Altias, 1 copy of Altanin, and then we have triple copies of Aldabaya. I think, honestly, these ratios are fine. The whole gimmick with this particular build is the Megalith engine gives you the interruption through Bethor. Also, you know, like, standard things here. It really just depends. We have the 1 copy of Ava. You saw how good this is. You probably saw how good this was during the last format, too, where you could actually, you know, just shoot the Ava off of a negate for this. Same thing. This stupid thing turns on into 2 more cards. That's why a few people were campaigning that and saying that Ava was actually the problem, because this card actually just extends out the amount of negates that you can actually produce, which ends up being more of a problem. I have triple copies of Herald of Orange Light, triple copies of Gamma, 1 copy of Driver, and of course, you only have 1 single Ben 10 in your deck. God, could you imagine? This card actually didn't get restricted. 1 copy of Herald of Ultimateness. Infinite negates are always acceptable. And then our small little rock package here is 1 Bethor, 1 Ophiel, and 1 copy of Fool. As you see, you just use this as a sub-generation engine for as you're playing the game. We have triple copies of Cyber Emergency, 2 copies of Fafnir. I think a few people might argue, I guess, in terms of the ratios on this, but it's fine. Triple copies of our Special Summon Extender. Now, one thing I feel like a lot of people are on edge about when they look at these styles of deck lists, and they're like, do you really need to play extra Foolish Barrel? Trading off half of your life points to basically attempt to establish a board isn't always a bad thing. As you saw, we actually used this as a pop in that particular game, which was actually kind of interesting. This card actually gives you the means to out a Zeus without like having to terribly overcommit. I mean, it's at the cap. This card doubles as a Rhoda, or it doubles as a field pop at the cost of half your life. So, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's an extra. Yeah, it's an extra thing. We have triple copies of Forbidden Droplet, and then 2 copies of Metanius. I guess you can argue to go to 1 of this if you really want to, but for all intents and purposes, as of this video, we are on 2 of for this particular list. Alright, we also have 1 copy of Linkuriboh, 1 Hulk, 1 copy of the Boral Sword, 1 Apollosa, 1 copy of the Assembled Nightingale. You know how cool your old strategy is with this, just to load up 2 level 1s, make this, and then go into Zeus. 1 copy of the Drytron Mubeta Fafnir. So it's 2 plus level 1 monsters to make. If you attribute a monster or monsters for a ritual summon, you detach the appropriate materials from this card instead. You can only use each of the following effects of Drytron Mubeta Fafnir once per turn. So if this card is Exceed Summon, you can send a Drytron card from your deck to the graveyard. That's where you can get out your combo extender pieces. This and Beatrice act as the 2 extending pieces for your deck. Then whenever your opponent activates a spell or trap card while you control a machine ritual monster quick effect, detach material from this card and negate that activation. We're not playing any of the big Drytron ritual monsters, though I feel like it would potentially be cute to go down that path, but that's not what we really want to be doing. We're just using this for the other 2 main effects. We have 1 Downerd, 1 Sky Thunder, 1 Beatrice, 1 Abyss Dweller, with 1 Marshal, 2 copies of Herald, 1 Chaos Ruler, and 1 copy of Venentis. Side deck here, we have triple copies of Lancia, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, triple copies of Nibiru, 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Feather Duster, 2 copies of Lightning Storm, and 2 copies of the Triple Tactics Talent wrapping up a very, very, very interesting take on this deck for Matus. And you guys will kind of see gradually as the formats develop here in the future, as we head on into the next couple of months here, you will kind of see that other players will kind of start to have ideas with this. I just want to showcase this as some early thoughts that I've been seeing for the Zodiac tournament in terms of cool ideas and stuff, just kind of get people started in somewhat of an interesting direction for this deck. So guys, make sure you smash that lovely crap out subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more excellent content. I'll see your beautiful face back here later in the day for some more cool awesome content. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.